In this video, I want to talk about sales, and there are three important points I want to talk about. But first, I want to give you a quick history of how long I've been in sales. I took my first job right in high school working for Verizon selling beepers. Yes, that says how old I am, that I worked at a place that didn't have cell phones, we sold beepers. And there were entire store locations just to sell beepers. It was craziness. So I started out as a salesman. I learned a lot from that job on exactly what I didn't ever want to do as a salesman. Hawking deals, hawking products, especially stuff that you just didn't care about. And even then into college, I worked at Athlete's Foot, which was a shoe store, and I sold shoes while I was in college. I didn't really make much money because I just turned every paycheck back into buying shoes, but I learned a lot about kind of the, person-to-person stuff, and I built a lot of relationships. You think it's funny to say at a shoe store, you build relationships, but I had people that would come directly to me to buy their shoes every couple months whenever they were buying new shoes. So very interesting thing. And with Ira Your Shirt for the past couple years, I've really focused on being the only salesman that's here and trying to do the best job that I can with the knowledge that I've gained. And I'm not a professional salesman. I've never worked for a huge company selling lots of things, but I think the little experiences that I've had along the way have really added up to giving me a good idea of what it's like to sell. So, I've sold, I don't know, over 1,000 sponsorships at least on IraYourShirt.com. Me directly, I probably haven't spent, a lot of time on all 1,000 of those, but I've at least spent a lot of time on half of them. And there are three things that I've learned. Like I said, three things. So the first one is to never focus on the hard sell. So if someone, if you go out and pitch somebody actively, I don't ever just throw out there like, hey, this is what I want you to buy, let's do it. Call me if you want info. I like to give people a bit of information. I like to tell them a reason why we should at least have a discussion and get the conversation going before I throw the hard sell, before I throw numbers at them. Unless someone comes to me and says, hey Jason, what does this cost? What am I going to get? That's fine, I'll do that. But if I'm ever pitching someone or a business that I really like, or someone that said, hey, send me your pitch, it's never a hard sell. I just don't ever start with that. And number two, I think you should always stick to your guns. And what I mean by that is that a lot of people will try and nickel and dime you, especially in today's economy. A lot of people will try and get the lowest price possible for the most amount of stuff. A lot of the people that want the most for the littlest are not the clients you want to work with. And the people that are trying to get as much as they can and not give you your full price, you don't really want to work with those clients. You want to work with clients that believe that you've built something that is valuable and that the price that you're selling it for is valuable, and you just kind of move forward and create a good relationship. So stick to your guns on your pricing. And then the last one is always keep the relationship open. So this is one that I've learned a lot about. If someone doesn't want to buy, if someone isn't interested in your product right now, that doesn't mean they won't be a couple months down the road or a year down the road. So always keep that relationship open. Don't burn a bridge just because someone's not interested in buying now. I've had so many clients that have been surprisingly happy because I've said, hey, don't worry about not buying a day on Ira Your Shirt. I'll just bother you in 6 months if I have another idea or there's another business I want to introduce you to. And that goes a long way for companies who are like, oh wow, it's not just a guy trying to sell me something. This is someone who actually wanted to build a relationship with me. So just a couple things I've learned in sales. I think they can apply to any selling business, any person who's in sales. And maybe you learned something from this, maybe you didn't. And if you didn't, I hope you have an awesome Thursday, and I'm going to keep getting more videos up and look for a redesign of this website. Although if you're watching this on YouTube, not on YouTube, I meant jasonsather.com. That's it. Bye.